How are you tonight? Look, tonight I'm going to have a bit of fun. I've also got a great gift for you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this gift is, I guarantee you're going to find you at least 2 hours a day in your life. Now, again, think about this. If you had an extra 2 hours a day, what would you do with that time? This gift that I'm going to be giving to you, you'll be able to go to the link when I'm finished this broadcast. You'll be able to go to the link and you'll be able to download this gift. But what it's going to do is it's the same productivity system that I learned personally from Brian Tracy many, many years ago. And I kid you not, the impact that this had on my life by following some very, very simple habits and developing them as part of my routine totally changed the results in my life. So let's just rewind. Again, is Ian serious? 2 hours a day, how is that even possible? Well, one of the tips, one of the simple habits, and don't laugh and don't shoot me, in this is simply wake up 2 hours earlier every day. Now, don't freak out. It's not that hard. In fact, you get used to it very, very quickly. But imagine, if you woke up 2 hours earlier every day, what could you do with that extra time? I refer to it as God's time. And I'll tell you why, because what happens with me is you'll see these habits here, you can see them on the screen, but what I generally do, my routine every day is I get out of bed 2 hours earlier. So I used to get up at 3 in the morning, now I get up at 4 in the morning. And what I do is first thing, I've got my gym gear right beside my bed. I quietly put it on so I don't wake up the beautiful missus, and I go to the gym. Then when I go and I come back from the gym, I'm back here in the office around about 6 o'clock, make my protein shake, put my berries in, put my acai berries in, and I'm cooking with gas. So I have a nice healthy protein brekkie, and then I study solidly for an hour, ladies and gentlemen. An hour. I read a book or I focus on one area that I want to improve on. So and I might even actually use that time to develop a simple project that I want to develop, like create a unique marketing campaign or something. But you imagine you got no one else awake. The world is yours and you actually get to do what you want to do. So let me take you through these habits. You are going to love them. If you apply them, it will change your world. I'm not kidding you. So you wake up 2 hours earlier. Make sure you read a book for at least 30 to 60 minutes a day. Okay, if you do that, you'll get through a book a week. Here's the big one. Write your goals down every day, ladies and gentlemen. When was the last time you actually clearly wrote down what you wanted to achieve? Now, I write my goals down every morning, every night, every morning, every night. I'm hoping you do as well. Plan your day the night before. Don't just wake up and say, okay, world, what's going to happen to me today? Stay focused on your high-end goals. This is the 80-20, ladies and gentlemen, the 80-20 rule, where if you write out everything you're going to make happen the night before, then you're going to start focusing and get the most important tasks done and the most important projects done first. Hit the tough ones first in your day, ladies and gentlemen. Exercise at least 30 to 60 minutes a day. Now, I'm dead serious with you here. Now, it's a bit freaky. I just finished business school last week, and might I say it was a spectacular success. I knew it would be. I taught a heap of my students how to speak on their feet, how to communicate, in fact, how to do what I'm doing right now, and that is get my ideas to the public and let them understand that I may be able to help them in some way with my knowledge that I've gained from the very, very expensive years of experience that I've had. So coming back to it, what I wanted to do is I was sharing with them how to communicate in their world. And what I was saying to them is if they follow these habits and if they stay focused and if they exercise 30 to 60 minutes a day, it's going to have a massive impact on their life. You see, there's one person in that room who's a good friend of mine. I won't mention his name. He's strong as an ox and he's always worked his backside off, ladies and gentlemen. But believe it or not, the poor guy had a heart attack and it was touch and go. He was nearly that close to not having his family or his family not having him. Why? Well, just maybe he had one or two little snacks that he shouldn't have. I'm not judging. But what's worse than that is my beautiful, gorgeous wife, Jenny, who I love with all my heart, came back from Equitana. Now, those of you that don't know Equitana, it's the biggest horse show in Australia. So my wife was down there for a week in Melbourne. She only flew back yesterday. And she was telling me one of our dear friends from Sydney the husband Julian had a heart attack, and so this can happen. So this is why I say eat right, exercise at least 30 to 60 minutes a day, and make it a habit. It's not optional. And if you don't, aren't you really being selfish? Because it's not so much you. Aren't you being selfish? If you go and have a heart attack, how rude. I mean, how rude, ladies and gentlemen, if you go and have a heart attack by simply eating crap and not exercising as you know you should be and looking after yourself, and you go and die. Well, what happens with your children? What happens with your partner? They've got to go on without you. And is that really fair? I don't think so. I think they might be a bit averse to that situation. So please, take it from me. Just eat reasonably well and exercise 30 to 60 minutes a day. Now, also when you're in the car, listen to educational information. Listen to me. I'm pretty smart. Listen to any of your mentors, anything that you want to improve on, rather than turn on the news and listen to the latest catastrophes that happen in the world. And 2 questions at the end of the day. I'm going to expand on this in a second. Ask yourself, what did I do right? What can I improve? Don't go saying to yourself, you bloody idiot, you did it again. How could you be so stupid? How can you make the same mistake over and over again? You know, that little voice in your head where you beat yourself up because you do some goofy thing and you just wonder, will I ever learn? Well, yes, the good news is you will learn. Some people learn a bit quicker than others, but you definitely will learn. Now, I've got this gift for you. If you think this is pretty cool, again, give me some time. The link will be up in the description after I do this live broadcast for you. And just download it. It's a gift from me to you. No catches. It's just hopefully going to help you. Put it up on the fridge. Put it up on your in your office, wherever you can. But please grab it off me because it'll have a massive impact on your world. Now, I did a little bit of a presentation for you, ladies and gentlemen. You're wondering why I'm looking somewhere else. It's simply because my computer, my phone actually, was listening to me. Wait for it. Is that better? My phone starts talking, listening all the time. Would you get worried when your phone listens to you and then talks back to you? Oh, I get a bit concerned. Anyway, I've got a few things I just want to share with you. Again, this is just from lessons I've learned in my companies, and hopefully they're going to help you. So I said earlier, I have a gift for you, and that gift is I'm going to give you a copy, a PDF of that habits that I use generally. Now, I use them about 80% of the time. You know, when I don't use these success habits, life gets a little bit more complicated. But if you start using these habits, this procrastination meter that I promise you many of you watching me right now may have will go, instead of being in the negatives, it's going to be massively in the positives. You're going to beat it, and you're going to be able to start making some pretty cool things happen in your world and start getting some pretty incredible results happening. Now, let's face it, there's a lot of change happening out there in the world right now. In fact, let me just show you something pretty amazing. This is happening right now in Dubai. This is a driverless taxi, ladies and gentlemen. What you see here is just order the taxi on your phone. This taxi comes along, you've got 2 dudes sitting in the taxi, and there's no pilot. You just sit on this drone, and next thing you know, you're going wherever you want to go. So, I mean, what happened now? Uber's got this happening as well. They're investing in massive amounts of money. So it's simply a matter of time, and this is going to be part of our world. So with this sort of massive change, don't you think that you need to be constantly getting as sharp as you can and staying at the top of your game instead of being complacent? That's what these success habits are about. It stops you just staying comfortable, getting lazy, and getting too contented in that comfort zone. All right. So here's the thing. When you understand, you can easily put things off and say, I'll do things tomorrow. Well, I'm going to say to you, don't do that. Do things today. Tomorrow never comes. Now is the best time to do it. When do you want to become more successful? Now. When do you want to have more money? Now. When do you want to be fitter and healthier? Now. So maybe if you're about to have some McDonald's after you see me, maybe say to yourself, oh, well, if I'm going to Macca's, I'll actually get their salad because they do have some healthy options. But now is the best time, not tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes. And if you don't make those little changes, if you don't start developing these success habits, you're really stealing from the future you. You think about it, the little personal decisions that really, if you make the right choice instead of the wrong choice, have a massive impact on your world. Here's what I mean. These little, you're always on the edge. You're always thinking, should I, shouldn't I? Should I have that donut? Shouldn't I have that donut? Now, this is a picture of me when I've got a good tan and I had hair. Do you believe that? Maybe not. But let's just assume it's you. And you're saying, oh, man, I want that donut. And then you say, well, one donut won't hurt. Oh, 2 donuts won't hurt. 3, 4, 5. And then a couple of years down the track, what you're really doing is you're stealing from your future self. And before you know it, you go, hey, I'm Fat Albert. And you go, what the heck happened to me? You don't even notice it happening, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm here to tell you, these little choices are important. So start developing your success habits. Download that gift that I put together in a PDF for you. And here's a little tip that I want to share with you. And again, it's also good maybe if you're with your children or with your team, if you want to motivate your team. Fear, even though it seems counterproductive, fear quite often reduces, it actually induces inaction and it reduces action. So you think about it. When you're so fearful of something, and I've seen it happen time and time again, especially when people have a business and their business is going fairly poorly, they start to do less and less because they go into defibrillation and they can't make a move. All right. So fear can turn, instead of having action, it can be very counterproductive and have inaction. So, but if you've got the idea of potential gain out there as a nice carrot, that actually induces action. So again, my recommendation, and I want to come back to the habits here at the end of the day. Remember I was saying the 2-question rule. I've actually got another question, a third question there. What did I do right? What can I improve? And also, what am I grateful for? It doesn't matter how tough things are. I heard a cool statement, can't try and remember who said it, but they said, just thank God I'm not a cockroach in Siberia. Okay, so, because, things can always be worse, ladies and gentlemen. So, please, I want you to understand, make sure that you treat yourself well and start talking to yourself nicely, and you'll see some pretty cool things happening. I'm going to clean that picture up again. It's like magic, isn't it? So, here we go. Back to our little mind map here. Understand that the potential gain of something will induce positive action. So talk nicely to yourself. Say, what did I do right? What can I improve? Does that make sense? I hope it does, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a couple of actions for you to take. Number 1, again, when I finish this post, I'm going to put a little link into the description and you'll be able to download the PDF. It's my gift to you. And make sure you like me. Make sure you like my page. If you got any questions, you got any comments, you want something for me to cover off on next week, put it into the comment section. I'm happy to look at it and cover off on it next week. So until then, a couple of takeaways, ladies and gentlemen. These success habits, they really will make your life so much more productive. And those extra 2 hours, if you actually do wake up 2 hours earlier every day, you're going to be amazed at how much you can get accomplished in that short period of time. And if you focus on just one thing that's going to have more impact on your world than anything else. It could be your health. It could be your sales skills. It could be your lead generation and marketing skills. If you just focus for an hour a day and study that particular topic, imagine how good you're going to be in a month. And with that deep and meaningful thought, I'm going to say farewell, and I will catch you next week at 6:30. Again, don't forget, like my page, leave a comment if you want to cover off on something, and the link will be up the top. Just click that link, and it's my gift to you. I hope the PDF will have the same impact on your world that it had on mine. Bye for now.